Thank you, Pawan Agarwal ji. My colleague and senior leader, Shri Som Prakash ji, other friends on the call from across the country, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted that Pawan, you and your team have put in a lot of labor of love to organize this on logistics, probably for the first time ever.
First time, sir. This is the first time.
Clearly, it demonstrates the spirit of cooperation and collaboration that the center and states are both committed to, and also demonstrates how government and the private sector need to work together in a holistic manner so that all the various stakeholders recognize their own contribution, their own role towards a much more robust logistics system, as well as support each other's efforts to truly make India a competitive destination, a competitive manufacturing hub, and integrate us in global supply chains, which are today looking for trusted partners. And India finds itself in a very, very soft and very sweet spot where we can become the trusted partner that countries across the world are looking for. A warm welcome to all the participants who have contributed through their presentations, through the various discussions that have taken place. And I believe that a forum like this will help us to continuously resolve issues, foster greater cooperation, improve the coordination amongst the private sector, states and the center, and help us take this subject to the next level. I remember we've now been working on logistics policy and its associated technology framework for nearly 3 years. Sivaselam started it some time back as Special Secretary, put in a lot of work, put in a lot of effort, was able to create some form of a, but we were not able to take it to its logical end. I'm delighted that Pawan and his team, Ahirwar, other colleagues who are on this call here, have all worked with a deep commitment to make this a success. And I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that this kind of a commitment that I'm seeing on this call today, the various presentations, the quality of the presentations, show that COVID-19 may have been a disruption for a short period, but the benefits of this disruption will be available to India for years to come. We have actually embraced the disruptive period of COVID-19 by improving our way of working, by focusing on newer and newer areas which came to the fore, important areas which we need to concentrate upon. And as Jay Samit, the former vice chairman of Deloitte, had said, disruption isn't about what happens to you. It is about how you respond to what happens to you. And I think clearly all of you stakeholders, the country, India, under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, has demonstrated that this disruption will only mean a challenge, a difficulty, which we will convert into an opportunity. There were always a lot of naysayers who kind of wrote off the Indian economy, predicted doomsday, predicted a lot of problems going forward. I think the leadership that we have been able to see from Prime Minister Modi through the last 10 months has been exemplary. He has led from the front. He has not rested for a moment. Across the nation, the nook and corner of the country, he has been able to ensure a very, very organized behavior in terms of saving people's lives and saving people's livelihoods. Very rightly, He focused on protecting lives first. He prepared the nation to fight against the COVID pandemic. And once he got down to getting back livelihoods and getting back the mojo into economic activity, I think there was no looking back. And all the statistics, all the figures that are coming out show that India, the new India, in the new normal, is going to surpass all previous records in terms of growth, in terms of the way we do business, in terms of realizing our vision to make India a self-reliant economy and Atmanirbhar Bharat, and truly achieve our rightful place in the comity of nations across the world. Logistics, as we all know, is the lifeline of a nation's economy, nation's industry, and for that matter, our own lives. In the midst of the lockdown during the pandemic, we were able to ensure that not a single person across the country had to suffer for want of food grains, power, essential commodities, or the like. So you had coal moving to every powerhouse, you had food grains being distributed across the country, you had free food grains being given to the poor under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. Thanks to the massive digitization effort and the direct benefit transfer on which Prime Minister Modi has focused his energies for the last 6 years, we were able to give support to the lesser privileged sections of society, be it the women who bank accounts. I believe about 8 crore odd women got money directly into their bank accounts. The 10 crore plus farmers who continuously kept getting money under the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Yojana, and under several initiatives throughout this period of COVID, India has been able to demonstrate to the world our resilience, our capacity to face adversities, and we have shown that India can handle these things probably far better than some of the much more developed nations. And today, the world looks up to India, looks up to the leadership of Prime Minister Modi when it comes to addressing the challenges before the world. When we talk of logistics, in some sense, if we want to simplify what logistics is all about, it's about having the right product in the right condition. Pawan just talked about packaging being important, at the right place, at the right time, to the right customer. So you have a very simplistic definition to define what logistics is all about. It's about ensuring customer satisfaction and ensuring that what one desires, he gets at the right price, at the right time, at the right place. And the associated infrastructure required to achieve that is what logistics is all about. In India, we have a $200 billion logistics ecosystem. A good part of it is supported by the Indian Railways, where we are making massive effort to bring down the cost of logistics, to expand the scope of service that the Railways provides. As you might be all aware, the Honorable Prime Minister, the first 650 odd kilometers of dedicated freight corridors on both the eastern and the western front. By March, we'll have another 350 or 400 kilometers ready of the DFC. And by 2022, we'll have both the EFC and the DFC ready, good to go, good to serve the people of India. These are freight corridors which will only carry freight traffic, thereby increasing the speed exponentially and bringing down the cost while adding huge capacity to be able to transport volume goods as well as small parcels. In fact, I hope all of you are aware, or rather in the course of the presentations during the day today, it was brought out that the freight that the railways carries is running at twice the average speed that it was running at about a year ago. So last year, freight trains were running at about 22, 23 kilometers per hour at an average. This year, we are at a speed of about 46, 47 kilometers at an average. Now, I do believe this has been an area of concern for everybody over the years. But using the COVID problem or the COVID situation, the railways also reoriented its own pattern of working. We created a zero-based timetable. And if I may quote from you for you, the statistics of yesterday, January 18th, 2021, the average freight train speed in kilometers per hour was 46.77 kilometers per hour. And on January 18th, 2020, 1 year ago, it was 22.47 kilometers per hour. That's 108% faster. That means Mumbai to Guwahati, you can move your cargo in about 2.5 days, which earlier used to take. You can move it in 2.5 days. Mumbai, Delhi, you can move your cargo in just about 1.5 days, which earlier could take anywhere up to 4 or 5 days. And this is not a one-off phenomenon. For the whole month of January, we are at 97% over the first 18 days of January 2020. And this has been continuous since June. It's not as if it's a sudden development. Since June, we are at a speed of 45, 46, 47 kilometers per hour. Secondly, our loading is consistently been higher since August 2020. While we did lose out in the first 4-5 months of the lockdown period, say from 22nd March when we started reducing the economic activity and freight movement, until about July, we were stressed in terms of a huge shortfall in loading. So from April to July, 4 months, we were nearly, I think, 70 million tons shortfall, only in 4 months. But since August, we've been growing. We've had different levels of growth. In the current month, we are at about 8% more loading than last year. And for the year as a whole, from April to 18th January, you'll be happy to know we are at 98% level of loading. So last year we loaded 952 million tons until 18th January 2020 in about 9.5 months. This year we have loaded 938 million tons. We are just about 2%. Next month we will be exceeding last year's freight performance. All of this has been possible with the support of all the states, all the stakeholders on this call, the entire logistics ecosystem that has, if I may say, worked to take the benefit of this cost-effective means of transport. And that's what Pawan Aggarwal and his team are trying to institutionalize. They're trying to ensure that the entire logistics ecosystem is addressed and all the problems around it are addressed holistically. We look at each item to make them more cost-effective, prepare a coherent national logistics policy, make sure that our policies are consistent, predictable, bring in economies in our logistics movement so that we can become more cost competitive both for domestic and export markets. Different studies show that we may be at 13-14% cost of product being logistics. We wish to bring it down to about 8%. And we're all working as a team. And I'm sure the national logistics policy, which is under consultation and in public domain, some of which Pawan and his team have also presented to you today, along with the National Logistics Council and the State Logistics Coordination Committee, will work as a template for better coordination and integrated development of the logistics sector, both at the center and the state level. I'm sure with greater teamwork, greater synergy, and working together as a team, all of us working as partners in India's progress, this sector will certainly show dramatic transformation in the days and months to come. Technology is going to play an increasingly important role. The logistics team is trying to work towards integrating the various means of transport, the various documentation, and the various stakeholders, including customs, ports, shipping companies, railways, trucking companies, shipping, the inland waterways. They're working to bring the entire ecosystem through technology platforms into a much, much simplified way of working, which will enhance the ease of doing business. And I'm sure this holistic approach that is defining the logistics sector is defining our work in supporting the logistics sector will give us truly very good results going forward. As they say, necessity is the mother of all invention, but it is also the father of cooperation. And I believe this cooperative spirit that I am seeing in today's conference to run through with all of you that the different states make will truly give confidence to our business community, to all the stakeholders in logistics, that the center and states are working as a team, are working together, are focusing on different very important initiatives. For example, the skilling initiative Pawan talked about. Pawan, did you also describe the DEEP initiative? Drivers Empowerment Initiative.
Sir, DEEP initiative, we had a session on it, and
Wonderful.
now there will be a presentation on DEEP initiative. And as advised,
So
we are working
I think the passion with which my team on logistics is working will clearly demonstrate to all of you on this call that they are working with a purpose, they are working with a clear direction ahead of them, and we will drive this whole process on a mission mode. We'll fast track it so that we can redesign the entire logistics framework of India for a better future for all of you in your business, for all the stakeholders in the logistics sector. Let's work together. Let's ensure that we give India safety and sustainable development. I believe this is also the safety month of the road sector. And I do hope all the stakeholders on the call today will take up this mission of the safety month with Nitin Gadkari ji, my senior colleague, kickstarted probably yesterday or day before. Let's all work together to success. Pawan, you may like to tell them afterwards about my serious concern about that overhang on the trucks.
So
next sessions or in conclusion.
Yeah, we have taken up that issue. We have taken up that issue, and recommendations will be discussed and decided in the next session.
I want that to be achieved on mission mode. एक भी आदमी की जान उसके कारण नहीं जानी चाहिए, वो बहुत बड़ी देश सेवा होगी. मेरा आप सबसे विनम्र अनुरोध है कि बहुत बहुत चिंता करें और उसको सब स्टेट्स मिलके उसके लिए हेल्पलाइन बनाएं, पुलिस को सख्त करें, ट्रांसपोर्टर्स और लॉजिस्टिक्स स्टेक होल्डर्स को उसके लिए साथ में जोड़ कमिटमेंट दे देश को कि एक भी व्यक्ति की जान हमारे लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है और इसके इकोनॉमिक फायदे भी आएंगे. आगे चल के इससे इंश्योरेंस कॉस्ट कम होगी, नंबर ऑफ लाइव्स लॉस्ट कम होती है, तो उसके पूरा एक इकोसिस्टम में एक बहुत बड़ा प्रभाव होता है. कि आज की आपकी बहुत महत्वपूर्ण गोष्ठी जो आज की एक इस कॉन्फ्रेंस के द्वारा चर्चा हुई है, इसका आगे चल के हमारे विभाग को भी बहुत लाभ होगा. लॉजिस्टिक्स पॉलिसी को फर्म अप करने में हमें आप लोगों के सानिध्य का, आपके विचारों का, आपके सहयोग का और आपके मार्गदर्शन का भी बहुत लाभ होगा। आप सबको मेरी तहे दिल से शुभकामनाएं। आप सब स्वस्थ रहें, आप सब अपने व्यापार में बहुत तेज गति से प्रगति करें, ऐसी मेरी भगवान से प्रार्थना है। वैसे तो आज का दिन हम सबके लिए स्पेशल है। हमारी क्रिकेट टीम ने दिखा दिया कि नए भारत में, नए नॉर्मल में नया क्रिकेट भी कैसे खेला जाता है और एक नई टीम कैसे इतना बड़ा के लिए आ सकती है। तो बॉर्डर गावस्कर ट्रॉफी के साथ साथ अब हमारी लॉजिस्टिक्स की भी टीम नई पॉलिसी, नए उत्साह के साथ, नए गोल्स को नए रूप से सोच के एक नए भारत के निर्माण में हम सब जुट जाए, ऐसे मेरी आप सबसे प्रार्थना है। बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं।